What is up, guys? My name is Meeps and welcome back to yet another League of Legends video. So today we are continuing our road to diamond, and hopefully you can make this one into a win. We are still in our promotion games for gold. The very first one we lost, sadly, but we're back with new courage and what do you say, new energy to hopefully make this one into a victory and hopefully make the next 3 ones so we can just kind of slide into gold. Today I chose to go with Tristana, as I said in the last episode in the promotion game there. Then I wanted to go for something where I can play a bit more aggressive, where I can be a bit more choosing of when we're going to start engages, and that's the reason why I chose Tristana for this one. I was also first pick, so I didn't really have much of an option to counter pick, so we just chose to go with something with a bit of both worlds, because she also has her W for good defensive play if need be. Anyway, for those of you who are new in here, then make sure to go down below, click that subscribe button, join into our awesome community, and of course put on the notification bell if you want to make sure that you don't miss out on any of the videos. And of course, if you do want to see me live, go to twitch.tv/meeps_live. I stream every single Friday. But yeah, with all of that said, let's just kind of jump into this one. And just one extra side note, if you do enjoy this, find it helpful or anything at all, and I would greatly appreciate it if you click that like button for me. It actually helps me out quite a lot. All right, so for this game, we will be playing Trist, and we're playing into an Israel and a Nautilus. So this will not be the easiest lane for us, for sure. They want to be going for all-ins, basically, and for our case, we want to kind of more try and look for a poke approach until we have them kind of low, and then go for an all-in. So this is probably not going to be the easiest thing. Okay, Senna gets early caught here. This is really a poor start for us. So we're going to have to kind of play defensively now, because with Senna this low, there's just no way that we can contest them. She gets caught once again. And at this point, I'm going to use my heal, hoping that I can get her out of it. I might be able to finish off this guy. I'm actually going to go for it. All right, I did not get it, sadly. And he got level 2 from killing the other one. So there's no way I could finish that off. But very sad that we start off with our support getting caught twice. This is something that as an ADC, it's just hard to do much about. Like, I used my heal when I felt like there was an option for it. I did actually go for a full engage at the end of it, trying to flash, see if we could do something and kind of win back what was lost, but it just wasn't possible. All right, so at this point we are also just losing out quite a lot of CS because I'm messing up a little bit. But what I want to do now is I actually want to try and stuck lane as much as I can. I just want to make sure that I get this minion before it goes in there. And I missed it. This one will lose if it gets in turret range. Rip. It did. I should have been faster. But yeah, at this point, we just literally do not want to hard push. If we can avoid it, we want to sit under a turret right now, because there's just no way we'll win and engage, because we're already this far behind in terms of giving that first blood up to their Israel, which is a really terrible start. You see Shaco coming down here, so with Shaco's help, then potentially we could go for a kill. And the cool thing with Tristana is we of course do have the potential. Right here, she's dead again, 100%. I'm just gonna put my mines onto this guy. Hopefully he's gonna make it explode on his teammates, but again, not much we can do. She's now been dead twice and been caught 3 times. So I think our Senna is having a pretty bad game. But of course, we're just kind of gonna try and chill with it and see if we can make the best of it. So our objectives changed from what I said early in the game. As I said, our objective was to try and kind of look for a point in time where we can go for an all-in. But it has now changed because she's been dead this many times that to the point where now we just need to do damage control. So we need to just get as much farm as we can, but don't go for an actual engage, because we will not win it. Senna, however, apparently heavily disagrees with this, seeing as she instantly runs into the faces of their enemy or her enemies, and she's gonna get caught in a second again. Play. Okay, I wanted to tell her to play safe because I'm actually really scared for her right now. Like, Senna has really long range, and yes, if she was a good Senna player, then she could probably still be poking, but seeing as she's gotten caught 3 times already, I highly doubt that she won't get caught the 4th time. So I'm gonna right here jump that off because I see it hitting me. And we're just again gonna kind of chill. I'm gonna take a little bit of poke onto this dude just because it's there. But again, I'm gonna try and do damage control. I'm gonna try and get as much farm as I can, but I'd rather give up a little bit of farm than I want to get caught and die. So we're just gonna take a chill, and we're gonna hopefully wait on help or wait for them to really heavily misstep. So this is gonna be a very different lane than previously expected, because at the beginning of this game we were sitting in a much better position. Again, she walks blindly in here. She has miss on bot lane. Like, there's just not much I can't really do anything about this at all. She knows that Kayn is there. She knows we have miss on bot lane, and still she chooses to go up into both of them. That of course makes things really difficult, and now we can just get zoned out. So she's been dead 3 times now. This is for those counting. We take your guesses in the comment section of how many deaths she's gonna have by the end of the game. No bullying over it. It's like different skill levels and different decision making. This is a very common thing that you see here in silver and goldish, is that people, if they lose once, they don't really know what to do, and what they actually just then do is they keep running in there thinking that they can win, and they don't learn from their mistakes. And that's actually what this Senna needs to do. When she got caught the first time, she needed to be like, hey, okay, why did I die? I got caught 2 times in a row. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to stay behind my minions. Like, it's very, like, every time you play, just kind of think about how you can improve. And I don't see this as a lost game, but ADC is, in my opinion, without a doubt, the hardest lane to carry from. And the reason for this is that you're, first of all, very squishy. You're very gold dependent, which means that you're also pretty often like kind of snowball a bit later than a top laner with the equal amount of farm or kills for that matter. So with that in mind, and then you're kind of sitting in a position where you're reliant on another person, you're squishy, and you're very gold dependent, which makes things very difficult for you in terms of actually carrying. I think for this one, I'm kind of in doubt whether or not we should be going Gale Force or Kraken Slayer. Let's kind of have a look. I think I'm actually going to be going Gale Force this game. Gonna get Potion. We're actually going to get that one as well. We can actually get ourselves nothing else. All right, sweet. So as you guys can see, we're kind of sitting in a bit of a weird situation, because we're kind of just gonna have to play it safe. And then what I want to do is, I don't want us to die down here at all if we can avoid it. But as soon as we get into kind of the mid game, then I want to make sure that I'm on top of the fights, that I ensure that whenever there's an advantage situation, we take care of it. And also I want to ensure that we play the macro play. So in this game, my primary objective is not going to be to go for skirmishes or a lot of fights. We're going to be trying to play the map the best that we can. And this is actually much stronger than this to be a mechanically skilled player if you can play the map. But of course, even playing the map does require us to a certain extent to have a little bit of gold to deal with. So now our Senna is fully AFK. This also makes things a little more difficult for sure. Okay, she reconnected right there. And at this point, I see Nautilus inside the in our jungle. But the thing is, I can't actually win. Like, I cannot kill Ezreal in 1v1 because he already has a Sheen. So it's very unlikely that I'll win that. Kayn is right here. I'm gonna have to ward behind me, just kind of keep an eye out for what's going on. And I do believe that they might be going for a tower dive here. And I'm gonna keep an eye out for what's going on behind me. I see my team is actually taking notice of this, and this could be potentially a winning fight. Senna just breaks or advantage of actually being ahead or having the oh, can I actually get this? This is really good. I'm gonna heal right here. I'm gonna back out if I can. I took way too much damage there. I should have pre-flashed or early flashed away. I took a lot of damage here from Israel's abilities, especially his ult right there. But again, I'm gonna take this death. It's super fine. We did come out of this fight from a winning point of view, so I believe this was pretty good. And Senna's also back. So yeah, at this point, I think we can kind of start to hopefully find a way back. Looking at everything, or junglers or luckily doing pretty decently. I'm gonna try and hurry up here. I'm gonna try and ult. Hopefully that will save her again. Nope. Senna has now been dead 4 times. Yeah. I would have liked a support that not necessarily better, but just that doesn't die so many times. That would be nice. All right, so right here, I'm actually gonna let this CS go because I don't know where, yeah, exactly where this is. So I'm just gonna run out. I'm not gonna take it because I didn't know where their jungler was. I didn't know where their support was, and there was a good chance that I just get ambushed. And that's also exactly what happened. So right here, I'm gonna try and jump over, try and help. We will be able to get a kill. I'll be jumping back over into safety. So getting a high farm game is going to be really hard. Mostly because there's not that big of a chance that we're going to be allowed to do so. Right here, I'm actually starting to question whether or not I should have gone Kraken Slayer. But again, I think maybe Gale Force is the right choice. And again, I'm actually... Oh my god, I forgot to change the camera angle. I'm so sorry, guys. It's been on that camera angle forever. Alright, so I'm gonna take this. Alright, so at this point, Senna's been dead 4 times. We've been dead once, but we have 2 kills, 1 assist, 2 kills. Or 2 kills, 1 dead, and 2 assists. We cannot win a fight here, so again, we're just letting them push. He's sitting under a turret. And I apologize for the mistake with the camera. Apparently, I forgot to put it back down. But we did get a little bit from it. My apologies. Alright, right here they are on the turret, so I'm gonna make sure that I do some damage, but not gonna be enough to kill them at all. Like, we do need help in order to kill these two. Maybe when I finish off my my mythic, I'll be able to kill Israel potentially, but Senna's, like, in a 2v2, it's not gonna happen. Senna's just not worth enough. Okay, so right there. Alright, so Senna needs to back for sure because she has no HP. And the thing is that I should consider backing as well, because if I stay, there's a good chance that they will actually dive me, and I think that's what they might do. I'm gonna try to deal some damage and try and clear out the minion waves as quickly as I can. Because I'm very, very scared that Nautilus is gonna go on me. Alright. So the only lane that's actually doing decent is, or jungler's doing well, it seems. Kill-wise at least, and also objective. He did... oh, he didn't get the Drake. All right. Yeah, but we did kill Kayn when he took the Drake. All right. So let's get this, and again, kind of... Oh, wow. I want to push this, and then I want to be looking for a back. So that's what we'll do. There we go. And I'm going to be looking for it back now. All right, so let's kind of look at this. Kayn is in our jungle. I'm going to stop my back. I'm going to straight go into this jungle, try and help out. See if we can punish this Kayn. We are 4 people in here. We should be able to do this. It should be very, very easy. I don't have my jump yet. Now this chase is becoming more and more difficult. I'm going to actually play this overly aggressive. I'm going to push this guy back, hopefully set it up for my team. And I'm going to try and run out. All right, so I did survive. This was super, super aggressive. But I wanted to just try and see if I can get something on my team. So my idea there was jump in front of them and try and push one of them back into us, such that my team had more time to pick it up. But I also knew that there was an overwhelmingly big chance that I would die in the process. But we survived. It was nice. Now we can get this one. We can buy ourselves. Actually, I think... Should we be going Kraken Slayer? No, I think Gale Force is still good for this. All right, we'll go this. We'll get ourselves our Fireside Ward. And we'll just move back down in bot. And yes, we did lose the bot turret. But again, we haven't really had anything to work with. So... Instead, we've just been making choices that hopefully at the end of it kind of tries to do damage control and repairs the fact that we're this far behind. But farm-wise, like, Israel's been doing a really, really good job farming. But again, it's been a very free lane for him. And that's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. All right. Let's get this. And I see again they're going into our jungle. I want to go straight up here. See if I can help out if necessary. Right here, want to be very careful because I know that Israel is super strong. We want to burst this guy down. All right, so that's very nice. We got 3 of them. Again, Senna kind of died. Kayn is in our jungle now. I don't want to be going all the way up there now, to be honest, but I probably should. But I'm hoping that those 2 guys have it by themselves. But apparently it actually looks like they're just dying. So I'm going to just take this because I feel like there's more gold in this choice for us than there is in the other one. So I'm going to get this. And I'm actually going to use my Farsight Ward because I'm super scared. And now I'm going to try and group up with my jungler just for a second until I know where to go. So... Right here, he wants to go Drake, and Drake is right. Like, Drake is really risky because they're a lot stronger than we are. Talent's on our side. Their entire bot lane is probably close by. Yeah, you can see the bot lane moving in there. The best choice, the best thing that can happen for us right now is that this Drake resets. Or that Shaco just, or that... Oh, I'm gonna jump because I'm actually super scared here. Or that Shaco steals the Drake. Shaco is a very good champion for stealing Drakes. So looking at this, I feel like that is potentially the best thing that can happen. Mill moving up behind us. Okay, so right here. Not that much I can do. I'm gonna try and commit to engage instead. Okay, nothing I can do. Like, everybody's dying. Jack's still sitting top with his TP ready. He should have TP'd down here potentially. And that could have changed the outcome of the fight. Maybe. But again, we are behind. So going for this engage in the first place was probably not a good choice. All right, let's get ourselves a Storm Racer. So I don't think this was a good choice in the first place. Going for that one. I think we should just have given them that Drake and been like, well, whatever. It's fine. All right, so Jack's moving down here. Does not manage to get off that kill. Like, everything right now for us is really, really crumbling. And it's a full-born, like, assassin team they almost have. So they are, like, an ADC killer team right now. Alright, so I need to find myself... I'm gonna have to go bot. Because I'm apparently not allowed to farm in mid. Because Swain insists on being there. Even though it's kind of better for our ADC and support to be there at this point. But I'm going to respect it and I'm just going to go bot. I'm going to get some farm. So at this point, I'm actually thinking that it's to the point where we almost have to play around a split push tactic. Just because things are not really working out at all. Oh, wow. Senna got a kill. That is amazing. All right, so my biggest issue right now is I have no freaking clue where their enemy team is. All right, so their mid lane. I'm going to be pushing here then. Kayn moves back down here. He runs this way, so we got to be very, very careful at this point. Oh my god, I missed that one. At this point, I cannot miss these minions. It's really, really bad if I do. Okay, so Kayn is sitting inside a bush waiting. The rest of his team is very close by as well. This turret doesn't have a lot of HP, so I need to be careful. Our team is fighting them even though they're heavily outnumbered. Yeah, there's just nothing to do here. There's nothing I can do to save them at all. They went 3v4. And again, they are playing like their team is like their Talon, their Ezreal at this point is super fed. And even their Camille is also pretty fed. So again, we kind of just have to repair and try and do our best to stick in the game. So I believe that we can potentially carry this late, but we do need to get pretty late into the game in order to do so. Yeah, they might be going Baron. That's not unlikely. Yeah, but there's, again, we can't contest it. No point going there. I'm going to be trying to see if red is still here. I'll take it, but I'm actually just going to go bot. I'm going to push this turret. It's the best we can do right now. So we can take this turret, then we can run up, take golems afterwards. I'm just going to hurry and try and push this in. Again, or support. Like, there are 3 people now running around inside their jungle. And this does not really make a lot of sense because they don't have vision at anybody. And I just got completely smashed by Talon. I did not expect him to come over the edge there. Alright. So they're going 3v1 now. Probably losing. Or 2v1. They're going to lose to this Talon. He has 3 level advantage over Shaco and 4 level advantage over Senna. Like, he should be turning and literally just killing them. He can do this very easily. I don't know. He probably haven't noticed. And he doesn't know his champion very well. But he just runs up to his teammates and my team blindly follows. Which of course makes this, yeah. I guess making his call okay, seeing as my team literally did nothing else than just randomly follow. Alright. So right here, I'm actually gonna try and look for something. I could potentially kill this guy. But I'm also very, very scared because I can die super easily. Yeah. Exactly. He has all... I should have backed out. Shouldn't have disrespected. Like, this game is very, very hard to do anything because we've been sitting in a scenario where early game or Senna literally just absolutely smashed herself. And from that point on, our team has also, like, overall, you can see how they don't really have any sense of what they're supposed to do. They're running around inside the enemy jungle. There's no objective here. They're far behind. If they stumble onto anybody in here, they probably just die themselves. Like, they don't really have any clue to what they're supposed to be doing. And what they should be doing when this far behind is literally constantly evaluating whether or not they should even contest something, because if they lose it, they fall even further behind. Instead, they should be trying to find ways to kind of get back into the game, and this is mostly done by farming, by making sure you get your right here. I can actually do pretty well on this guy. We're gonna reposition to be able to finish this guy. I'm gonna make sure I get the gold if possible. I'm gonna use my heal. I'm gonna try and just deal damage to whatever is closest. I'm gonna be dead here. I'm gonna flash. Gonna jump. Still have our Gale Force for extra mobility, but don't need it here. Get this. We're gonna start building a rapid fire cannon because I need something that I can far poke or take kills at far range. But we are sitting in like a scenario where things are really, really difficult. But again, we're kind of looking into this if they don't finish now and they kill our hips, then we actually have a couple of minutes to just farm up, because all the waves are going to be pushing into our base, and that's going to give us quite a lot of gold. So even though we're sitting in a really bad spot, this could potentially be a way for us to get back into the game. So we'll try and farm and do our best with that. And going rapid fire cannon here might not be necessarily the best thing. The reason why I want to do so is, generally speaking, only because I'm simply too I have to stay too far away from everybody, or I have to try and poke at fire range, and rapid fire can really help us out. But we're gonna buy that, and then we're gonna start building into a well, we need to get out of here soon, and then we need to start building in Infinity Edge afterwards to try and up our damage. And as you guys can see right now, what I'm doing is I'm just looking to improve my gold. Like, that's the only thing I'm looking to do. I'm not looking to fight them. I know we won't win a fight, but if I keep getting like farming up, then we're gonna reach a point where we can do something. But Israel has also been doing a good job staying on top of his farm, which does put us in even like a much worse position than otherwise. So right here, I am gonna be trying to I'm gonna reposition so I can push him into, oh, I wanted to push him into the turret, but I forgot to account for his ult, which he just used on me, and yeah, puts us in a really bad spot. But yeah, I don't see that much we could do in order to turn this game. Should have had a much better start in order to carry this, because everything's just been falling apart. There's not really been any coherency in terms of what our team has been doing and where we're kind of going with this. So we're now 2 losses with only 3 tries left. So we're sitting in a situation where we gotta win 3 out of 3, guys. We gotta freaking win 3 out of 3, because they are gonna be taking down our Nexus here, sadly. But I believe in us. I believe that we can do this. Hopefully we won't have to play the up to silver promos once again. I do believe that we can win this, and we can go 3 for 3. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a break before doing the next one. I just take a couple of minutes before we go into that one, because I am trying to play these ones as coherent as I can in order to kind of stay in the mindset. But right here, I think we just kind of need to breathe some air, and this is a good advice for all of you out there climbing yourself. And sometimes it can be good to just kind of get up, walk around, just kind of get a fresh mindset before going into the next one, because we have been sitting in some games that have been kind of rocky, and it was like, well, we've been trying to do some stuff, but it's just not been working out. And yes, I haven't done absolutely ridiculously well, but we've also been served with support in this game that literally starts off by feeding our lane to the point where it's like, well, we can't really do much. Like, there's only so much that you can do. And I think this kind of states that I've just been trying to not feed, try to play as safe as I can, and try to kind of evaluate when it's worth going for a risky play. And of course, there's some of these plays that we should not have taken, but looking at everything, like, we're on our team the one with the most gold again overall. But it just literally comes down to our team not really focusing on the basics of playing League, which is learning how to farm and learning the macro play of what you should be doing in the game instead of just playing for kills. So I think that really comes to show. Like, you can also see, like, the first thing we see in chat is some dude saying 7 kills gone to good use, and he refers to Shaco. And of course, to a certain extent, yes, some of these kills could have been better off in other plays, but again, the flip side of it is that this shows his mentality of kills equals game, where kills actually doesn't really mean that much. It's much more important to get your farm. Like, looking at it, like, we can basically see that if people are just better at farming, or focused on their farming and focused on the macro play, then they would have much more gold than those 7 kills would give them, summing up anyway. But yeah, I hope this kind of made sense. I know this was kind of weird because this is our 2nd loss in a row. Of course, that really sucks, but I want to show you guys the full adventure of the promotion games, even though we haven't had the best games at all, then I think it's nice to kind of show you guys that I also lose games. I also get things where I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this, apart from trying my best to kind of figure out how I can get some gold, scrap it together, and hopefully turn around things. But yeah, there are only so many things you can do, and some games are just losses. That's how it is. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you are new in here, make sure to subscribe down below, click that button, join into our awesome community. And of course, if you want to see me live, go to twitch.tv/meeps_live. I stream every single Friday. And lastly, if you enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, stay awesome, have fun, and take it easy, guys.